The How Not to Sail Minute. I think it was the summer of 2015 when the Admiral and I first became closely acquainted with lightning. I'd already gotten a taste of how electric South Florida could be in the summer as early as 2 years prior. My log on August 30 of that year reads, "Noticed lightning dead ahead, 180 degrees true. Then noticed an even larger cell behind over Marco Island. Headed 80 degrees true, then back to 270 degrees true to avoid. Finally used radar and visual to decide cells were headed north." In short, the peak of hurricane season is also the peak of lightning pucker season, especially if you're driving around a 50-foot lightning rod. But, as you know, I'm a slow learner. So at the end of August 2015, again right smack dab in the middle of hurricane and lightning season, the Admiral and I were headed south toward Marathon from Marco Island. One handy thing about being out in the ocean is that you can pretty much see rainstorms and thunderstorms develop. And that day, as we headed due south, there were 2 or 3 rainstorms east of our path and one to the west. I couldn't escape the visual in my head of some kind of rock wall in Lord of the Rings or something that one can only open if one can recite the proper incantation, and that you have to skedaddle through before it slams shut. I was concerned that we weren't going to be able to shoot the gap without at least getting pretty wet. The cell coming from the west looked like it would surely cross us. But, mirabile dictu, we escaped those colliding threats with just a light sprinkling. What we did not escape, however, was another, much more serious cell down to our southwest, which would overtake us that evening. But I suppose that's a story for tomorrow. Don't forget, for everything How Not to Sail, just go to HowNotToSail.com.